Shit, forgot my damn phone charger. All right, everybody. I hope you're still with me. I'm a little disorganized. I'm not very good at this. But we'll see if we can't make it happen. I'm trying to get my tablet up now so I can read chat. Josh is going to jump in here in a little bit and help us. I just thought that you guys might be sitting home like a rainy day like it is here and nothing to do, and might like to watch what I'm doing. And if you don't, that's okay. But I just need to get Chad up. That way, till Josh gets here, he can help me with that. Maybe Mark will jump in here in a little bit. Try to get James Dockery, but he's too busy. He got fish to catch.
He's too short. Let's see if we can get this. Not me. There we go.
Hey, buddy.
What's going on, buddy?
I'm trying to get my tablet to go.
Oh, landscape.
No, I just want it to open up so I can read chat.
Oh, I got you.
But now that you're here, I might not have to.
Yeah, so far we've got Uptown Chrissy Brown, Mark from Catfish and Crappie, get hooked on D-fishing. Hello, everybody. The rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated, but man, that thing had me down for the count for a while. So,
well, I don't want to enter the studio. I just want to read chat.
Just go to it on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do because this ain't working out.
About the only way to do it.
I, as you well know, Josh, I am not very tablet oriented.
No, you're from the technically declined, so
I am, and I'm not ashamed of it.
Hey, there's Brian B.
It's just a fact of life, and I'll get to this rod stuff here just a minute.
Let's see here.
If I do want to read chat, I'll be able to read chat, but I got to find my YouTube tab, and for some reason, I'm having a little problem with that.
Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we get this thing shared out.
Yeah, if anybody that's watching, if they wouldn't mind, go ahead and share it.
Copy.
Children.
Whoop.
Is that John back there, I hear?
Yep, that's John doing something back there.
Sweet.
Oh, shit.
Man, can't believe how he's grown.
Oh, he's growing like a weed. It is funny every time he sees Santa Claus now, though, he points, he says, Lyle.
That's funny right there. I don't care who you are. Well, I can't find it. I don't understand it. Maybe it's here. Damn, there's Dieter. Surely, if I can find Dieter,
Hey,
I could
Fisher
find
Squirrel
my-
joined us.
hey, cool beans, man. I don't know how to get to it. I guess I won't worry about it for now. If you have to leave pretty soon or something, I'll worry about it then. I had to turn this light around here. Let me bring another one over there. If this gets too noisy for you guys, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of limited on space here. I've been with all the. I'm not used to doing camera stuff, and when I'm
Let's
doing
see.
this, it makes it a little difficult.
Figure out how to make
Everything I'm doing. How's that? All right. I already know what the distance is of the wraps I'm going to put on these. So I'm marking.
Let's see here.
Then I cover them up with thread.
I don't know how to do it. Wait just a moment here. I'm trying to.
Is everything all Christmassy around your house?
Yeah, I think we got there. We finished decorating the tree, or Caitlin finished decorating the tree last night. She did a really good job.
Good for her.
Trying to figure out how to. I may have to do this off my phone.
See, you can do the phone, and I can't. I'm not really good on computers either.
Oh, yeah. All right, share your groups.
You got green inlays in this one, Josh.
What's that?
Green inlays under
that'd
in
be
the
nice.
blue thing.
That'd
Yep.
be real nice.
It looked like little pinstripes in the finish. It's pretty cool. I just thought, Benz, I was out here. I need to get this channel going a little better.
Yeah, let's see. We get everybody.
If we can get some subscriptions and stuff, that'll help me get started, and maybe we can have some entertainment for the folks that watch us all the time.
Yep. Well, thank you, D. D got it put in Catfish Weekly. It's what I was trying to do.
Bless your heart.
Don't forget, guys, while you're here, don't forget to subscribe. Hey, there's Mark from Catfish and Crappie. Oh,
What's
Mark.
going on, fellas?
What do you know?
Hey, buddy.
Good
how's it
morning.
going?
I had to go get a coffee refill, so it took me a couple minutes.
Oh, wow. This late in the day?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
trust me, Lyle. After the night I had last night, I slept in.
Oh,
You want to elaborate on that a little?
We got a gift card from Betty, Jean, and Brandon. We went to a place called Mago's Mexican Cantina, which is like high-end Mexican food, and I happened to partake in 2 flights of tequila myself and
Ooh,
2
that sounds good.
margaritas.
that sounds really good. Hey, Saltwater Charters is in here. Hello.
It was fantastic. And tonight
Um,
we got another gift card from a client of mine. We're going to Texas de Brazil, which is that all-you-can-eat Brazilian steakhouse, Lyle. That I
Oh,
wanna
I've
do.
heard those
Well,
are good. I've never been to
if
one.
I get up there, we got to go there, dude.
Heck yeah, you'll like it. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, Mark.
Absolutely. Glad you joined us.
It's
Thank
kind
you.
of
And
neat. You know,
another thing,
I think this is the first. I'm 42 years old, going on 43, and I think this is the first time I've ever got to, at the Christmas season, like a little over a week before Christmas, actually get to see Santa working at his workshop. It just doesn't happen.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
When I was a kid, I would have give anything in the world to see Santa's workshop.
Well, I'm just missing my elf. That's all.
Well, he's
Behind-
teaching. Your elf is teaching ice fishing today.
Well, if it's got to be one of us, it might as well be.
Yeah,
him.
might as well be him because I ain't ice fishing.
Yeah, me either.
I don't think I'll do much of it this year either.
There's a thing about us full-size guys that Dockery, being a elf-sized midget, doesn't understand. I'm hoping he's listening and heard that.
My size has nothing to do with it. It has to do with the cold, to be honest with you.
That's part of the reason for me. I just can't stand the sound of that ice cracking, man. Can't take it. Because I know if it's cracking, something's breaking.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Josh, you might appreciate this. I got a gift today from my wife in the
Mhm.
disguised as gifts from our dogs. It's one of them laser tape measures.
Oh, I've always wanted to try one of those out.
I've been wanting one of these forever, so I've been messing around with this in the garage while I'm taking care of the boat, getting it ready to cover up for the winter. And this thing's pretty. I didn't
I've
get
always
much
wondered
time.
how
I've been
accurate
playing
they
with.
are.
I'm sorry.
I've always been curious how accurate they are.
Well, they're down to like the 1,000th of a foot.
Oh wow. You can't
So we'll
hardly
see.
beat
They're
that.
close enough. Well, with a little backstory to that is, when I was trying to figure out if the boat would fit in the garage, I
Mhm.
was out there laying the tape measure on the ground, trying to get it all figured out by myself.
Oh yeah, that would have been perfect time to have that.
That's your
That lighting away, boys.
Yeah, I'm old.
Is that lighting away?
Doesn't look like it.
No, not really.
Okay, I had to move it to see where my line was. It's hard to see on these black blanks. The older I get, it seems like the harder it is to see this stuff.
Yep.
If you ask me, a nice black blank is probably the best looking one out there, best looking rod.
Yep.
I think so, but I like the graphite gray ones, but that's just a natural color with a real nice.
Like the one I got from you is flat
clear
black.
finish.
I'm really fond of that.
The flat black?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Me too. I like them all, though. I painted a lot of them. I don't like doing it because they never turn out like you think they should.
Yeah,
But
I
a
don't
lot
like
of people
painting.
want it.
Today.
I don't like painting jig heads, so we'll call it even.
No, I like
Well,
powder coat. No, that's about it.
Yeah, you can't powder coat these blanks, but I do airbrush them, and I have what they used to. I don't know what they call them now. They used to call them door jam guns, little mini automotive spray guns,
Oh wow.
and that thing will do a really good job if you're painting 5 or 6 of them. But I just don't want to. I don't want to do it, and to get a lot of people want white blanks, and they want me to order 500 at a time. Well, I don't want 500 to start with, and if I bought 500, they would never be 500 of the ones everybody wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one guy's going to want this one, and one guy wants a channel cat rod, one guy wants a blue cat rod, one guy wants one to snatch the lips off of a flathead if he gets it, and everybody wants something different, you know. So you can't order them. I can't. I can't conceivably make myself do it.
Okay, my favorites.
Anybody in chat got any questions? I'll be glad to answer them
That's what
for
I've
you.
been watching for here. I've been keeping an eye on your subscriber count.
I hope that Chrissy and Ernie are feeling better. I know Chrissy's in here, and I know they've been struggling a little bit with some health issues. And as we always do, like Mark and I and you and me and Chad, we wish everybody the very best and get well. There's a lot of sickness and illness going around right now. Seems like it happens every year about this time.
Yeah, it's about the time for it. It
I
starts
can't
about
blame that on-
it starts about Thanksgiving because that's when you get a bunch of people
Yep.
from all over together and they share germs.
That's right.
So,
And
Josh, how
that's-
long did your cold last you, or whatever it was?
No, it's still. I mean, obviously, I'm still dealing with some of it, but
You still
was,
sound better than you did.
no, I starting to at least my voice coming back a little bit, but it was every bit of a little over a week.
Wow.
Mine lasted a little longer than that. It was horrible. I mean, it wasn't horrible. It was just never ending.
But you're older.
Well,
I don't mean that in a bad way. It takes longer when you're older to get old.
Yeah,
and to be honest with you guys, I really never get that sick that often. You know what I mean?
I didn't used to either.
When I do, it's right. I do it right. I get like diabetes and have a heart attack and stuff like that. So
I swear to God, I went probably 25 years and never missed a day of work. Never. For nothing. But I couldn't do that again. There's just no way.
no,
And I don't want to anymore.
nope. You know what? You can't get that. You can't get that time back either.
Nope, you're just done with it.
You're done. You're done. You know, you spin it there.
Mark, are you barbecuing today?
I'm not.
Oh,
I got it. I do have it covered up, but I can uncover it. I got on my smoker. I actually have a thermal blanket that's attached to it, so I can't smoke over the winter. So I've been thinking about making some of the stuff that Chud's been making on his channels. I want to try some of those beef cheeks, Lyle. Don't those look good?
What?
yeah, I'm just not sure. Not sure I want to eat them. Because I bet they are. You know, I seen a guy the other day fix some beef tongue, and I'm thinking they ain't no freaking way I'm doing that.
I've had beef tongue tacos quite a bit. They're
I've
delicious.
heard lingua tacos are delicious, but
They're
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
I don't know about eating something that's tasting me at the same time. So.
Can,
I
can
draw
you
the
see
line.
this rich wrap? Can you see this one real good?
Not really.
Now we can see your
Which way?
reflection.
I don't know how.
We see
How about
reflection.
that? That helps.
Yeah, whatever you did, just there you go.
Okay. The camera must be on the other end of the phone.
There's
I
something
told you,
blocking
I'm
the
not-
screen. Your light
Yeah,
is blocking the
That
shot.
light is taking up the top. There we go.
All right.
I was starting to say I kind of draw the line at calf fries. So
I was getting ready to say there's
Yeah,
another
dude.
end to them things all
That's why I
together.
won't
or turkey testicles.
Yeah, I'm eating
no, thank you.
eat. Yep, turkey.
I'm not eating none of this guy.
You can go to the testicle festival.
I bet Chad would be there. I know Dockery'd be in there. He looks like a nut eater.
Oh my wow.
He lives on a farm. Come on, man. He's got to try them babies.
So where is Chad? Is he working or is he recovering from working all them hours?
Yeah, he's had a rough week. He's fishing, man.
Oh,
is it
did he
good
go
for him?
fishing today?
I bet he did.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I
I'm
expect-
multitasking.
This is not the light that bothered you, is it?
It looks good.
That light's not bothering you?
No, not at all. It
Okay.
looks terrific.
I had to move one of them up here so I could.
Now, what kind of thread are you using to wrap those?
This is embroidery thread. They make regular rod wrapping thread, and I have a bunch of it. But this is way stronger. It holds better. I have never had an issue with it, and I've been using it for years and years and years. So, you know me, if it ain't broke, let's not try to fix something.
Well, D confirmed that Chad is out fishing with Bill.
Good for him.
I said if he left D at home and went fishing, that's unforgivable. So
I agree. Mark, how much ice you got up your way?
Oh, you saw in that video of me fishing this week. That's how much ice we
I-
got here. About an inch and a half already. At least
Oh,
as of
wow.
2 days ago.
I seen you breaking it out with your new boat.
Oh,
But I
I
would have
got
done
under.
the same.
I started the winterization process, which with a new boat for me is horrible because I actually got on a creeper, got under that boat and wiped down and spray waxed the whole bottom of that boat just to keep all the hard water stains off of it, and I didn't see a scratch on there.
No, that new paint on these boats
Oh
was
yeah,
really
Well,
good.
most of those new. They're using that epoxy paint now, man. That's good
Yep.
stuff.
Well, you
It
know what
is.
though? From beaching the boat a few times over the summer, the keel's got plenty of scratches on it, but I'm gonna get
Yeah.
one of them keel savers and
Get one of those was a Gator something
Yeah, they make Gator make some and Keel
Keel.
Shield make some.
Keel Shield. I think is the one that I bought. I love mine.
how hard is it
Mhm.
to install and can I do it in cold weather is my
It was
question.
really easy. I took it up to John Hemming house and he put it in and he put it on for me.
You don't get, they kill me more. My understanding is the biggest problem is making sure that the bottom of your boat's really clean
Yep.
uh,
It's all in the
before
prep
you
work.
put it on.
Well,
That's what
that
I
shouldn't be
understand.
too hard considering it's one season boat. So
Yeah.
Right. You should be able to take it down. Just, I tell you, and I think we've all talked about this before. One of the best things to start with to get dirt and water stains and stuff off is shower cleaner
Mhm.
and oven cleaner. They both work really well. And I've used them both, but I do recommend that anybody want to do that stuff, do it in an inconspicuous
Yeah.
spot and do a test run before you stick it up there where everybody can see it. But I've not had any trouble with either one.
Get the oven cleaner, get that fume free stuff.
Oh yeah.
That stuff that
Yeah.
has the fumes. We used to use that kind of oven cleaner to take paint off stuff.
It'll do it.
I use that and it ain't cheap, that hot sauce, that boat bling hot sauce,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I just use it sparingly every time I pull the boat out, so it's
Yeah.
not too bad.
Starbright that makes that Startron fuel additive that I like. They also make a spray-on boat cleaner that does really well, especially if you got a fiberglass boat.
Yeah.
They come out shining. So
Yeah.
How well can you see this wraps?
we can see what you're doing, but we can't see the detail too much,
yeah.
but that's all right.
I'll figure something out before we do another one.
Yeah, I've used that Startron too for a long time.
Startron, I use it every tank. So
I didn't use it in this boat until I don't know, last like 4 times went out just because I wanted to run it into the motor, and then the last 2 times I poured some sea foam in there just to get it into the motor for winterization. So the good thing about that sea foam is you can't overdo it, so you can pour a whole can in it.
you can't. None of that stuff could really be.
You know what I seen in the store the other day? Something I hadn't seen in a long time.
Was that
Slick 50.
really?
Seen some Slick 50 in the store. I couldn't believe it. First time I've seen it in years.
I haven't seen that stuff in a long time. That worked good. That stuff worked.
I
good.
used to make Slick 50 when I worked for Citgo Petroleum.
Really.
Really?
Yep. I used to get it. I used to bring it home by the gallon.
Oh man, that stuff was awesome.
They sure made some cool advertisements out of
they
a bunch
did.
of that stuff like that.
I tell you what, I'd take a gallon of is Techron.
Is that fuel injector cleaner?
Yep.
They make the best, and it's alcohol free, so it doesn't
Yeah.
hurt anything in your boat.
That is like the best fuel injector cleaner out there.
I agree. I've been using it for years, and I tell everybody, says, "What man? I got an injector stick in it. Get that Techron. It's the best on the market." And Lucas makes some good stuff, but it's not as good as Techron.
People kind of they want to kind of crap on like treatments like that, but they make a difference. When I hauled my boat back from Minneapolis, that was a long ride, and I hightailed it home. I was hauling butt. The next day, I could tell there was something going on with my injectors. There's a fueling problem, a little bit of it just didn't feel right. I bought a couple of bottles of some of that. I forget which brand I used. It wasn't cheap. Poured it in a tank, and by the time it was done, it was a diesel surf product.
Right.
By the time it was done, she was back to normal. I cleaned those injectors out, and she was
Yep.
good as new. But if the fuel can't get in there at the right ratios and stuff, it's just not going to run right. Even with the new ECMs and stuff.
Yeah, an injector, if you ever watch an injector spray, it should be spraying a fine mist. It'd be psh. But if it's ever
Right.
dripping, if it's dripping, it's not atomizing that fuel, and you're not
It's
not
not going to
burning.
run right. That's right.
It's not going to run right.
I'll tell you something I'm a little disappointed in. My truck does not have a fuel filter on it.
Really?
So if I have an issue, it's going to take a fuel pump and a screen and all that. And I'm kind of pissy about that.
Damn, I'd be cutting a fuel line and putting me one in.
Yep, that's what I was just going to say.
I got a flare tool. I'm sure you have a flare tool.
Yeah, I do.
I was going to say there ain't no way if I have an automotive tool, I know Lyle has a good one. So
well, I mean, I was in the business for a long time. I give a lot of that to my oldest son. Some pretty cool stuff, some high tech stuff for building hot rods and degree wheels and things like that. He'll probably never use them.
Well, I want to just clarify this with D.
D is
Did
not
Chad say that to you?
What?
Staying home. It's D said she had to stay home. Said no. Chad said she was staying home. Said it was too cold for her because she's an old lady.
Oh my God!
Yeah, Chad. No, we're gonna.
Oh, Santa Claus is going to give you some coal this year. Man. Wow.
Let's see here.
I can't, that's hard to take right there.
Josh, what are the temps down by you, bud?
It's 49 today, I think, right now.
That's not too bad.
Let me look.
What is it here?
It's 50. It's 50, Mark.
We got 41 here.
We're supposed to have a high of 52 today, high of 50 tomorrow. Monday's high is only 39 with a low of like 18. I really wanted to fish that tournament today, and they said it was going to be windy as hell and raining. And it really ain't been either one today.
It rained here all night. Still, it's not really rain. It's kind of a drizzle, I guess.
Yeah, we've moved in now to according to the radar, it's raining. I can't see it raining out there, but
Dogs out today to it a couple of times, and they don't come in with soaking feet or anything. They're damp, but that's about it.
Mark, I got my guitar restrung the other day.
You did?
Yep.
Cool.
Just so everybody knows, if I'm doing this, if something don't go right, you might hear a damn it or two, or maybe even something a little heavier than that, but it's all in good faith.
We understand. And folks, I know Josh mentioned this earlier, but we're going to say it again. Please share it out. Let's get a bunch of people into this channel that Lyle has. You've had this channel forever. You just haven't used it, right, Lyle?
That's correct.
Get him some subs. He can go live and do this kind of stuff on here. I'm sure you guys will all enjoy watching it.
Yeah, this is where we're going to be doing our live fishing stuff this summer and that kind of stuff too. But this winter, I'll probably be doing some of this and maybe tying some jigs, and maybe we can all get together and tie some one night or
something.
Like playing. And different, and use you guys as channels too.
That's next on my jig porn agenda, is making some jig heads that I can actually tie some crappie jigs with. So I've been kind of making them for a bunch of people. Got a couple of orders in. Some people, I'm not even trying to sell them, but everybody wants to buy them all of a sudden here locally.
Hey, that's okay.
That is not a bad thing.
Nope, that's not. Josh, you have a video coming out this week?
I'm actually editing the video right now. I'm multitasking today, so.
Any something I need to know about other than to watch it?
You just need to watch it. No, we're.
I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch them all.
Tell you what, this week we're kind of going for a lot of people. It's going to be a review, but there's always those people that it's going to be. You could think everybody knows it. Knows every knot or whatever else, but it's not always the case. But we're just going to be going over 3 knots today that every angler needs to know. So it's going to be, maybe clear up some confusion, show somebody something new, or,
Sounds
there's
good.
knots that I don't use all the time that I forget how to tie, and maybe to help somebody out. So,
Yeah, I mean, this is one thing I learned. Even though the people in the catfish community know a lot of the stuff that we do, in order to get that reach and get some of the new people out there, you got to make videos for them. I find myself
some of my
trying
best
to-
videos were when I did, it was about a 4 or 5 week series. I just called it Back to Basics. And I went back and I showed how to put line on like a Zebco, and I showed how to tie a basic bobber rig that'll catch anything. Those videos do good because of people getting on YouTube that have never fished. But the one putting line on the Zebco, just about 99% of the comments, every time I read the comment on that video, it makes me feel good. It's from people saying, hey, I didn't have a dad to teach me this growing up, and now you've taught me how to do this. And that's
awesome.
I was fortunate enough that I had a grandpa who loved to fish and got me interested in it and showed me how to do stuff. But Dad likes to fish too, and we go from there. And I'm getting him back into it because he quit for a long time.
That is awesome.
Brian, I will teach you how to do the perfect cast. You just got to watch a movie. It's a Disney movie called A Goofy Movie. And they did the perfect cast. Goofy showed how to do it.
Hello, Ernie. Hope your knee's healing up quick.
Yeah, good to see Ernie in here. I hope he is getting
Me too.
better quickly. I was going to do a crappie rig video for Short Tip Saturday this week, but I've done crappie stuff about the past 2 or 3 videos, so I said we needed a break from it. So it might be back next week, but then, I do too many of those and people start thinking I'm Mark. So
You ain't that handsome.
no, I'm not. No.
Hey, Lyle, let me ask you something. What do you have that turns those rods? Is there a motor on that lathe, or
Yes,
There
2
is, okay.
actually.
there's 2? All right.
One of them that runs off of the foot pedal that makes it turn with when I'm wrapping. It is like a sewing machine motor. In fact, it is a sewing machine motor.
Mhm.
And the other one is just a really small one that you switch the belt on the wrapper to a different motor, and it turns. They make different ones. I think the ones I got are 8 RPMs a minute, and they'll sit there for drying. But I don't use it except when I'm done putting finish or thread preserver or something on it. I use them, and then I transfer them over to a dryer and let them turn on it, because that's all it does. It's the same motor. It just sits there and spins. And I've got
Changes the gear ratio, right?
Yeah.
From the
and the dryer. I've got 4 rods on a dryer right now, and my setup will hold 10.
Yeah, I remember
Or
seeing that
80.
behind you on old Catfish Weekly episodes.
Yep, that's what I used to sit right in front of that and do that, and them rods would spin, because I spent all day every day out here for, my God, years, and it just got to the point, like I say, guys ask, how come you don't do as many as you used to? I said, well, if you is ever so far behind as I was, at one time I had 100 orders to do, and one person can't do them that fast. And I tried to get somebody to help me, and she would do it.
You need
Tried
to get some more elves.
They would do it. Huh?
You need to get some elves in there, like
Mhm.
Dockery and me.
Everybody
and
tells me I'm too hard to please, and they couldn't do it to suit me, which may be right. The end result is I needed some help, couldn't get it, and that's why I slowed down so much. And I tell everybody, I'll be happy to do it for you if you want to wait. I'm not going to get in a hurry. I don't care. I don't have to, and I do. I just, if you don't enjoy doing this kind of stuff, you'll just be mediocre at it. I really enjoy it, but I've been doing it since 1984, so
That's a long time.
it is. And I was on I kind of, something caught my eye the other day. I was on a Facebook group page that I've been on for a while. And there was guys in there asking questions, people that I know that have started building in the last few years. And I've told a lot of these people, if you ever got a question, if there's anything I can ever help you with, I'm a phone call away. And they're in there asking guys that's built 2 or 3 rods in their entire life like they want. And I've built thousands of them. And they're asking them asshats. And I'm thinking, my God, you're going to get what you deserve. You really are.
A lot of the time, the guys with not a whole lot of experience, I've found, are the quickest to offer their expertise in a Facebook group.
Yep, and they seem to know everything.
I recently read an article about that whole like state of society right now. Back in the day before the internet, where did people go to learn like a craft or an art or something? They went to the people that have experience.
Yeah,
the older folks, their grandparents, uncles, and stuff. And now everybody thinks they can look stuff up on the internet and know it all. When like 80% of the stuff on the internet isn't really like fact based or
no.
Or
I mean, you have to understand that. We've realized enough that scrolling through Facebook that not everything you read on Facebook is going to be true.
Really?
But not everything you see in a video is going to be true either. There's nothing. There's no benchmark or anything. No proof of having to do something the right way. But whether they called it, whether they called it that or not, before the internet, somebody sat down. If somebody sat there with Lyle and Lyle taught him how to build a rod, that was an apprenticeship. They were. Yeah. It was the same concept as your plumbers, your electricians, your welders, everything. You go through an apprenticeship, you learn from somebody who's mastered it. And
when I started working on cars, I would go with a good friend named Bill Shaw. He built race cars for my brother. And I'd go over at night after we'd have dinner. I wasn't working. I'd go over and work for him for nothing so I could learn what he knew.
For the experience.
And he so much. My God. He taught me so much. I need to stop in and see him when he's there. I haven't seen him for a while.
Back in the day, if I wanted to go to somebody to have them show me how to do something, I'd show up with a bottle or a case of beer and spend the afternoon over there and have them show me what
that would get my attention.
They're always appreciative for the gift and the company. So,
Yep.
I still think that's a great way going about it is by hanging out with people who know what they're doing.
Hi, buddy. Come here.
Hi, John. Bye, John.
Okay, you don't have to.
Hey, John.
Nope, he's not having it. He's not interested.
He's growing like a weed.
I understand. Can you guys hear that dog in the background?
No.
Cindy left and her dog's in there raising hell. She knows that Gidget and I are out here. She don't like that, Cindy. So I have to listen to it. Gotta be one of us. I know you'd rather be me. Oh, it's hard to believe, but it happened. Cut it off. I can't believe you guys can't hear that dog. She's raising hell in there.
Oh no, we can't hear her.
Wow. That's good. That's a good thing. Because it's bad.
I will be right back. I'm going to go get another refill. It's going to be a long night, I
no
think.
problem. Gosh, how many people we got watching?
We have 7 people watching at the moment. We've been bouncing back and forth. No, that ain't bad at all. And you've gone up. I've noticed you've gone up a couple subscribers since we started. I've been refreshing that.
Good deal.
We were at 77 when I first came in. You're at 79 now. So
I have a wrap that I'm doing on this guy, and then a tip wrap, and then I'm going to start another rod. So,
oh, cool.
And you start with cap, of course, on there. That'll complete this. the decal on it and on them, and so to finish after, and they go out Monday, and I've got 3 for another guy, and I actually have one over there for her husband, and I'm waiting for her to decide what kind of what lettering and stuff she wants on the decals.
Oh, there we go.
Issue with our buddy Jeremy's bumping rod, that purple that he wants for that college is his and Laura's favorite.
Yeah.
The color, I can't get decals to show much over opaque for it. So I had a lady that said she could make decals for me, and I told her, and she said, "Yeah, I'll get them made for you." Well, a couple of days went by, and I'm not very patient person, and I said, "Well, maybe she's forgot or don't give a damn or whatever it is here." So I go up to a regular print shop, and I explained to the lady what I wanted, and she said, "Oh yeah, I can do that for you." I spent 3 days with her, and yesterday I told Cindy, I said, "My printer won't do it. It's got to be the printer. I'll go out and buy a new one."
Right.
And I spent a bunch of money on a new printer, and it won't either.
Oh man.
I'm just beside myself. I'm gonna go back to the old way that I used to do them. Now I'm printing decals on water slide paper, like for model cars.
Right.
And I really like how that works. But if you have a dark color of decal background, unless just even black doesn't show up very good. I've got a set of black on Jeremy's rod now, and I don't like it. It's just too hard, the stuff on it. So
right.
what I used to do, and what I'm going to go back to doing is taking white paper and putting whatever color background on it and put on that, and then clear coat over top of it. That works the very best.
Or you could always make Jeremy's rod crimson, red, and gray.
Oh my God, he'd kill me.
I know.
Seen it. He knows what it looks like. It's finished other decal, so
he
already
know.
Yeah, he would know instantly. He's a big guy too.
Yeah, I would. I don't think I'd want to tangle with. You don't tangle with a Cajun, you know.
Nah, I don't want to piss him off. Hey, this lighter, if somebody, damn. I had a foot.
You need one of these cigar lighters with the
Need a
torch on
cigar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd burn everything.
Christina
I have a little
kind of lighter that's electric, and it makes a like a
Can you see
plasma arc
this?
across it.
Can you see this?
That?
Yeah.
Josh, are you looking?
That's what I
Mark.
use.
That's exactly what that is.
Yep, got one of them in here too. It needs a USB charger. That's why it's in here. Sheila's like, "Can you charge this for me?" It's a candle lighter.
Still lighter.
I am sharing you out on Facebook, so if I'm not looking, you know what's going on.
Oh, D, you know it. Jeremy would flip over. D said Jeremy would flip over a red and gray rod. Oh yeah, Christina corrected and said Laura would flip over that rod.
She just put her side on it. Oh my God, they both kill me. Now, if I had the time, I'd build it right quick and put Roll Tide on it and make it red and gray,
man, that'd be
and send it along with that.
He would throw it away, I think.
He probably would.
He might. I'm like that about the Cardinals, so. And I've built some Chicago Cub rods for people against my better judgment, and man, did I hear about it. But I owe Joe Lucky a rod like that. I promised him I'd build him one I have, but I bet he'd still take it. But Ron Workman got the first one, and then we done a benefit tournament for a guy, and they had a bidding war on a build. He wanted a Cubs rod, build a Cubs rod, and I don't remember who it was. It might have been me and Cindy. But anyhow, somebody paid a bunch of money for that rod, and then to the guy benefit was for. He got hurt. He ended up with cancer stuff, and a good friend of mine from Iowa. And we went up there and put it on. All the proceeds went to him, and except the payout. And that won it was gracious enough to donate it back to him. And then I don't remember if we bought that rod or Joe or Ron Workman or somebody did. But anyhow, we give it to the guy that the benefit was for. Him and his wife was there. That was kind of cool. Built one here a while back for Cindy's nephew had cancer. He was bad, and they actually got him doing a lot better. And I built a rod for a benefit they had up there for him. And I said, start at $100. And I thought that's pretty reasonable.
Right.
And 3 or 4 people bid on. I made bid and ended up buying it back, and I just took it up and gave it to him. So I was out double on it, but very good kid, and he liked it, and you just got to do them things, especially for family.
So what kind of rod are you building, Lyle? Did we say that yet?
These are boat rods, E-glass blanks. They're a Christmas present for a guy, and
Are they 7.5 footers?
they are. It the way it is right now. I won't order any more 8-foot blanks.
Yeah, because
It's over $150. If I order 8-foot blank, it's over $150 to get it shipped to me. Company uses FedEx, but it's no cheaper with the U.S. Postal Service or UPS. It's no cheaper with those guys. But yeah, $150.
They all do that dimensional weight now.
Yeah, it's the length, 8 foot.
Right.
If you buy an 8-foot blank and you have it cut down to 7'9" or 7'10" or 7'11", they'll ship. Well, you can get it as low as $15, but I usually don't ship them like that. Usually, I ship them. If somebody's got several, and it's around $35, but that beats $150.
Now, let me ask you this: do you cut down the PVC you ship in, Lyle?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. Now these companies mostly use cardboard. Let's see, I gotta mark that. To ship them in, I'll save the box. What's that?
Dee says people expect seems like people expect exceptional quality with Walmart prices.
That's the truth.
That's the truth right there.
It's not. She's not wrong. Everybody wants, I can get on Amazon and get that for $10. Yeah, it's going to break the first time you use it, but okay.
Yeah, but if that's what you want to do, go ahead.
But
I'll be sitting here when you stuff.
I could buy junk car parts when I'm working on the car, or I could buy something made by Moog. And I'll buy it made by Moog because I don't want to mess with it more than once.
I remember back in the day when there was Track Auto. I remember going there to get parts, and everything you'd buy from there was garbage.
Yeah.
There's going there. Started going to what's the name of the blue and yellow auto parts store? Jeez, I can't remember.
Blue and yellow?
O'Reilly?
The
Napa.
Napa. Started going to Napa, and that's where I go to this day.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yep.
Well, if you could still find them federated.
I don't recall. I don't think we have any of them.
We've got one federated left. I can go to AutoZone or Napa or wherever, and an air filter would be $20. I go to federated and get it for $3 or $4.
Wow. Yeah, we need one of them around here.
Yeah, they're good.
Chad must be catching a fish. He's not in here yet.
Yeah, or he might not be catching fish because he ain't sent us no pictures. So
Yeah. Maybe he's pissed off. He's probably just glad not to be at work after the week he's had. No, damn it.
come here, buddy.
Is he going to come on here while he's fishing?
I don't know. Shit. Now, I got to go back here. I got my.
Hey, John.
That's
Santa's
why
in
you-
his workshop. Would you want to see it? No. Okay.
That's funny right there. Who you are. All right. I'll try this
He
again.
is not interested. He all about mama right now.
That's strange. Well, little boys got to have their mamas.
That's true. That is true.
All right, fellas, I'm getting dirty looks from Sheila over here. She's got stuff that I need to get done before.
Yeah,
we
you're
head
gonna
out.
get in trouble.
Well, kind of.
Hey, thanks for jumping in, Mark.
No problem. Anytime, Lyle. I don't get in trouble, to be honest with you guys. I'm a lucky man. I can do pretty much what I want, but I kind of reciprocate by doing what she needs done when she needs it. So
That's man.
Dee says she likes the
That's-
green and the blue together.
She likes the green and blue together. Good deal.
So everybody have a good day. We will
Mark,
see
take
you
care, buddy.
around. Lyle, keep up the good work. Josh, you do the same. We'll check out your knot video today.
There we go. It's not a video, or maybe it is a video, but it's not.
It is a video. Your tutorial. Is it a tutorial?
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Tutorial. You're not tutorial.
Yeah.
Before I leave, I used to want to do like not tutorials, but my old fingers and hands, they don't work like they would
Yeah.
so well. It's usually
There you go.
Oh, look at that. And what are you using to edit? Are you using
That is
DaVinci yet?
Corel Video Studio.
You're using Corel? I still got to try and figure out DaVinci, but that's another story.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Nice seeing you.
Little
I'm
preview
gonna,
for everybody here.
I got to. Oh, there you go. I got to stop and wish somebody a happy birthday, and then we're gonna go
Well, let's
and
get back
take
to
care of
where
some
we
stuff.
were.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
everybody. Talk to you later.
See you, Mark.
Oh, I believe it's
See you, bud.
just and for those of you watching, I think it's Tim Molina's birthday today too. So make sure
I
you
think it is. Happy birthday to
I think
Tim.
it is.
wish him a happy birthday.
Absolutely.
Later, everybody. Bye.
See you, buddy. He's gonna, oh, he did it. I thought for sure he'd hit in stream.
He has before.
Yep. I think we've all come close.
I know I have. All right. Now we'll just have to do the decal on this one and then thread preserver and all that. So that'll be quick and done tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get another one and get ready to start it. I got foot butt caps and all that on it, so some of these people haven't seen me yet. I guess I could throw Jeremy's rod up here and see if you guys can see the decal on it. I don't think you'll be able to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I really don't like it. And I've had this rod apart completely three different times because I wasn't happy with the way it looked, and I won't send them out until I'm happy with them. I just won't do it. And I know people don't like that, don't want to hear it, but if I'm not satisfied with it, they probably won't do it.
I don't know. We're always harder on ourselves too.
Well, I got that, but I know I am. On this light, I can actually see it a little better, but I still don't like it. Let me move the camera. Hang on, boys and girls. There it is. I don't know if I got it lined up or not, Josh. You'll have to tell me. I'd like
Looks
to
good.
lower that. That's as low as I can go. A little bit lower, maybe,
Yeah.
but not much. I have to get a different tripod in here.
Yeah,
Well,
you
I
need
could
one
use
of
that.
those.
I've got a
with,
boom.
yeah, one of those booms that you can really get down there. But it's showing
I've got
up.
it.
So
Can you see the decal on it right here?
I cannot see. I can see. I can see that there's something there, but I can't pick it out.
Let me get the rod closer. It just says Creole catfishing right there. I see the light too. That's dampering us a
Yeah.
little bit.
It looks good though with that purple and gold.
Well, here's what the wraps look like.
Oh yeah, that looks
And
real good.
well, he liked it, and but like I say, I'm not satisfied with the decal yet. That's why I was trying to get somebody else to make one. And it's that purple. I don't for whatever reason that purple just ain't meshing with what I'm doing. But it is what it is.
Let's pull that back just a bit.
Oh, that can't be right. Okay. I'm gonna have to cut one a little bit. He's coming the wrong way. It's kind of typical. But I'd rather they done that than be too long. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Or too short. I can add length to them, but I prefer not to.
Yeah.
I can't believe James Docker didn't jump in here. I know he's teaching a class.
Yeah, I think he started teaching that class about a half hour ago.
What's that?
I said, wasn't he starting to teach about 1:30 today?
1 or 1:30, yeah. Let's see. I have a mark right here that's 7'6". But I'm going to check it. Just in case.
Let's see here.
7'6". All right, give me just a minute here to cut this off. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. I have to bring my saw back in from the garage. Damn, that was the camera.
Oh well, yeah, that flipped. That could have been bad. There's a history of that.
Well, are you still there?
Yep, I'm still here.
Can you see anything? Because I got.
Yeah, I can see the rod lathe really well. We had it there for a second. It was really up close. Now it's just me. He gone. And Lyle is gone. So we've got the had Chad up there. I had to put my logo back on. We'll wait on Lyle to come back. He's having some issues going on there. Oh crap. I'm trying to share it out on Facebook. So D found my picture of Chad. There's Lyle back.
Am I back?
You're back.
Okay. The when I shortened them legs down so you could see, it made the tripod out of balance. It wouldn't stand up on its own. That's crazy. But if you got me now, we're good to go. I don't think you do.
Somehow I muted myself.
Oh, okay.
There we
I
go.
thought I'd messed up, which you know how I am with that stuff.
Yeah, no, I turned my camera off for a second. It muted me at the same time, but
All right.
it I hadn't changed my avatar back. It was still that picture of Chad as a leprechaun on the toilet.
That's
I forgot I had that set as that.
yeah, I had that on mine the other day, and Mark come into a stream I was in, and he says, "What is that?"
Hey, Jody, thanks for stopping by. Jody said she subbed, liked, and ran.
Oh, thank you so much, Joe. Appreciate it.
That gets Lyle up to 81 subscribers. Picked up a few.
That's awesome. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it much. Like I say, this is we'll be doing our live feeds when we when we go live fishing, and probably where we'll share a lot of fishing videos and jig tying and content like this. At least that's the plan. I still can't get myself up on YouTube to watch Chad. I don't know what I've got wrong. We'll talk about that before the next
I'll
time.
figure that out. Oh, nope. Jody says now she'll stick around a bit.
Okay. We're going to see something here in just a minute. As soon as I get this butt cap on, I'm putting it on right now, and I can't really do that and up there where you can see it. But it won't take me just a minute here. We'll do this next time. We do this, Josh. We'll have a wider view camera where I can see what I'm doing when I'm not at the bench. Because there's a lot more goes into it than just wind the thread.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's do 75 on that. There we go.
Okay. I beat these butt caps on with epoxy in them so that they'll never come.
I was going to say they'll never come off.
Yeah, them's about a 23 millimeter butt on that blank, and them's 19 millimeter caps, and you put a little glue in there, and then get them started. You beat them on the floor.
Oh,
Them
man.
ain't never coming off.
Hey, there's Eric Massey. What's going on, buddy?
George, glad to have you in here, buddy.
There's another one that goes live, and he's fun to watch.
He is, and very educational. And if you get a chance, check Eric out and subscribe to his channel. I know he'll appreciate it. He does a bang up job. He's done some work for me, Josh. He powder coated 5,000 jigs for me. It was fun.
Did you say 5,000 jig heads?
5,000. I'm thinking his son probably hated me.
Oh, man.
But I still got a few of them left. I haven't got all of them done. A lot of them. A lot of them I did. For the life of me, let me just try switching accounts. Maybe that'll let me in.
That might help. Yeah, Eric said yes. He said 5,000. He liable to smack you. You ever run into him, Lyle?
Yeah, Eric said yes. He said 5,000. Yeah, I thought so.
You got to turn your volume down.
Yeah, I turned it off.
There we go.
And I can see chat now. How about that? Woo! Yep, 5,000. I ordered them up and from I can't think of his name now. It was over in Bolivar too. Eric told me about him. Come find out who me and this guy grew up in the same town. We didn't know each other, but I ordered some from him. He done good work, and I talked to Eric about powder coating them for me, and he said, "What do you want?" I said, "An assortment." And that's what they done. They made me an assortment. It was awesome. They done a really good job on it. If I can find my marker and mark this, and I'll get ready to put a real seat on it.
There we go. Oh, no, Eric said, heck no, bring those orders on. So you're good, Lyle.
I'm about ready to order some more, to be quite honest.
Oh, my goodness.
But I don't know if I'll order 5,000 or not.
There's Freddie sure from FOA Customs and Gear.
Hey, Freddie, thanks for joining us.
Said, well, Lyle's making rods and he's making boards. Working hard, aren't we?
That's right. That guy asked me about making boards the other day, and I really don't do much of that.
Yeah, I made some for me, but that was it.
Yeah, it's interesting to me, but not interesting enough to be doing it. Okay, here's going to be a trial, Josh. Can you see that mark on that rod blank? Right here?
Nope, you're off camera.
Okay, let me turn this. How about now?
Now I can see it, yes.
Okay, let me tilt this up just a little. Does that help?
Either way works.
Okay, well, I'll leave it there. I'm getting ready to mark where the back of that reel seat goes. And what I did, this mark is from the very back of the rod at the butt cap to this mark is 13.5 inches.
Is how many?
13.5.
13.5.
And I talked to the people that's getting this rod, and of course this is the last one I've set. They have some other rods, and I asked, "Is that the correct length, or do you want to change them, make them longer, make them shorter, and things like that?" Nope, that's the way we like. So these are all set like that. Like I say, this is the last one. If I get the decals on them tonight, we'll get coat of finish on all of them. They'll be dry. One coat of finish tomorrow, Monday afternoon. They're gone, and they should make it to where they're going by Christmas. It shouldn't take that long. 2 days is what the post office said. I think you might know more about this than me, and I'm sure Dee and Chad does. Shipping is not has been as big an issue for me this year getting stuff on time because I don't think people are shipping as much as
I
high
don't think
stuff.
they're shipping it. You know, last year the post office got kind of, you know, the post office usually pretty predictable on how long it took to get one place to, you know, point A to point B. And then they just completely lost it and went crazy.
Yep.
But they're back now to where you can pretty much guess. Every once in a while they'll throw me a curveball. Like I had one thing that I thought would be here today, and it's going to be here Monday. So
I have to say, of course, we don't have anybody in our metropolitan area of Buffalo, Missouri. We don't have anybody but the post office here.
right.
I have some ladies that work at the post office here that have been so helpful to me over the years. Tell me when I'm having trouble with my online stuff to ship stuff or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can go up there and they'll help me out with it. They're just awesome folks, and I just can't beat them. And I've told this before. I've shipped with every shipping company that would allow me to ship. And if they damage anything, none of them ever pay for replacement except the post office. And it'll be 2 weeks usually or less. And I have a check for whatever I insure them for. No questions asked.
Oh, yeah. Now, is that
and if I'm having
tape or just regular tape?
This is just regular tape. Now, I know guys that use double-sided tape for this.
Mm-hmm.
And what they do is they get it to where it's just rubbing on all of the arbors, and then they pour acetone down through there, and that activates that sticky stuff on that tape, and you got to grind them off.
Oh, man.
But when I get them on there, you're going to grind them off anyhow. Because I use 5-minute epoxy, that way I don't have to wait on it.
Right.
And once it's set, it's a done deal. And I just take this and mark the end of it. And I'll put 4 arbors on there.
This is always cool to watch.
Well, you know, a lot of people ask me if I do more of these, and I thought, well, I'm doing these today. I'll be out here most of the day, and I thought if I could get you and Mark or somebody to read chat for a little bit, it would help me out where I could get some of this stuff done, and at least the people that ordered this will at least know what's going on with it. And like I say, Monday, one way or the other, it's heading out. They're heading
Pull it out.
where their home is. Yeah, that'll give them 5 days to get them there. And that should
Freddie
work
said
out.
post office running about a day behind on most stuff lately that he's shipped.
Who's that?
Freddie. He said he's fixing to swap over to UPS, close to the same price and less damages for him lately.
Well, hey, I think that's going to be where you're at, and the people, if they care about what they're doing, and stuff like that. Like I say, I got real good post office folks, but he may have UPS or somebody that's just exceptional too. It just depends on the people that are working these areas and what they're doing out there. I used to have a friend of mine that worked at UPS when I lived up home, and man, they would make sure everything was just the way I wanted it. I went to school with them, and of course, some of them are gone now, and some of them are retired, so I don't know what they got. Ooh, that's too tight. But the end result is you just want to make them right. All right, now we're going to spine this rod and see how it goes on there.
Oh, that's how this be.
What's that?
This I've wanted to see. Because each
I
one of
don't
these
know if I
blanks
can
has a
make it
spine,
where
right?
You can see them or not. I'll try.
Mark said Sheila has more than just light bulbs for him to change.
Poor fella. Poor fella. Man, this is going to be good because this one is really close. I got a livery tuck outside right now. Don't know which one. All right, let me tilt this up. All right, can you see the rod?
I can see the rod, yes.
Okay, I'm going to go down to the tip, and you see the bend in it?
Mm-hmm.
I have it on my finger. I'm going to spin it. Right there's the spine. I'll spin it again. Right there's the spine. Now, I'm going to
How
take my
are
mark.
you determining it? Is it just watching for it to fall or?
No, you can feel it.
Oh, okay.
You feel it, and I'll mark it right here. This would be the top of the rod blank, and I do this on every rod. Right there, it's on top again.
Okay.
It's on the top again. Every time it'll come up to that same spot. I have a actual spine finder over here on the shelf, but this is so much faster. Keep the people entertained. I'm going to see what's out there, Josh.
That sounds like a plan.
No.
Lyle's wandering out, checking out the spine on the rod. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us today. We've got about 7 people watching. We've been going back and forth between 7 and 8, but for a new channel, that's not a bad there at all.
I heard it was somebody was out here. Me? Well, I didn't know that. So I told Josh to keep the people entertained, and I'd see who it was.
What do you want? I want to put in there.
Yeah, we'll mute Lyle for a second before he says something funny. Hey, there's Stephanie from Cotton Picking Fishing. How are you doing, girl? Good to see you.
It's just Cindy, Josh. I didn't.
Well, I
somebody was
heard
out
you
there.
say that. I heard you say that, then I muted you because I didn't know what was going to come next. So
I heard something. I didn't know what it was. Let me get my marker up here, and I'll remark the blank closer to the real.
we had Mark up here a minute ago, and he left.
Where are you?
He didn't want to hang out with us anymore.
What under? What is it?
Wild Soul Fishing.
Oh, I didn't see that.
That's the one we're going to do over.
Yeah, well, you didn't come out, so.
Either Lyle froze up or I froze up, and I don't know what
I'm
happened.
going to put another mark. This is the top. It'll be right there where the center of the reel seat goes.
All right, we got that.
We'll pull this off, and I'll mix up some epoxy. I really did turn everything over a while ago. All right, we need to pull this back down probably. How's that?
Yeah, it works perfect.
Get this light up here. All right, so this is the top of the blank right there, and I'll mix up some epoxy, and I do this by a syringe. That way they're even every time.
And
Right
this
amount.
is the 5-minute epoxy, right?
This is a Flex Coat 5-minute epoxy. I've used this stuff for years.
Whoop.
Stuff here, this resin is the thinner part of the 2 parts. So what I do is I put it on the bottom, and then I put the stiffer stuff on the top. Is that me or you? I guess it's
What's that now?
me. I'm watching my hands move on my
Oh.
tablet. Yeah, I'm easily entertained, Joe.
I was previewing a video. I thought maybe you could hear it or something.
No, Hi, Stephanie.
I put my headphones on for a reason.
Oh, this might be colder today because it's a while to get in there. But like I say, I'll use 3 cc's of each
Okay.
part and then mix it up and then put it in between and on top of all them arbors. And when it sets up, that's real seed ain't going there. Now I'll let it sit while I get the other one ready. Nothing hard about what I do, Josh. It's just time consuming. And you got to have some patience, which I lack, but I manage.
Let's see here. Let's try that.
But it's a lot of fun for me.
Let's get that back. That back.
Oh, you're John again.
Yep, John's wandered, Drew.
Man, he's really growing. All right, I'm going to put
Buddy,
this
come here.
over there.
Okay, don't come here. He wants nothing to do with Dad today.
Well, there'll be days like that.
Yep, he's just not having Dad today. He's not interested.
It'll be the other one.
Oh yeah, it'll turn.
Yep. Man, this stuff stinks. Stephanie, I hope you're not at work. I hope you're not working as much as you was.
Oh, well, she was working like crazy.
Oh my God, I don't know how she done. Got like Chad is now.
You know what though? I'd rather Chad be doing it than me.
Oh yeah, me too. Absolutely.
He was talking about putting in 78 hours this week, and I was going to tease him because I put in 30.
Yeah.
I
It
took
doesn't matter.
I took Tuesday off because I still didn't have a voice, and that's not exactly safe.
Not with him, a teacher.
Not doing that. So
Not with what else you do. You know.
yeah, so it was that type of situation. It's like, no, if I can't don't have a voice, I don't need to be there. So
that's being fair to your fellow workers.
Yeah, I mean let's see here. I don't remember the next one I did. Let's see what knot I tied. Oh, okay. I know what one it is. Audio mute.
I'll fill up them caps a little bit. Most of it will come off of the top of these arbors, and it'll settle in there and make a really good impact on there.
Let's see if we get a.
All right.
Oh, nope. I don't remember where I'm trying to edit that video as I do stuff.
Well, I can't believe you can do that while we're sitting here doing this.
Well, it's just talking.
The editing is the thing I like least. And I know our buddy Keith, fishing and stuff, he loves editing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's really, really good at it. Maybe that's why he likes it so much. I suck at it, and I don't like doing it. Now, there's my mark. I'm going to turn this up towards straight up like that. And I'll wipe off the excess off the back. And then I'll get some acetone and clean it up.
All right, there's that.
Real estate will set right there and make sure you stand up and you look right down on it. You can tell if it's straight.
Mhm.
Now I'm off just that much. So it's perfect now, which is where we want it. And I'll go down, mix up some more, and I'll put the tip top on it or the tip of your rod's at and let it set up for a few minutes, and then the rest of the guide can go on and we're done.
That'll work.
It will. I'm excited for these because I think they'll really like them. And I know they like the rods because they have a couple of them. And you get the colors and the decals on them like they want. Kind of puts a different twist on it for folks. And I've actually got rod companies that sell China-made rods that they get, or somebody's wanting to know if they can do something special, and I do a lot. I change decals for them and build rods for them, put their name on it and stuff.
Oh man, that's wild.
Well, you know, they're not into that. They're never going to be.
Right,
They're just,
right.
they just want to sell them. And
Yeah.
that, you know, I got that. Them companies over in China, I've dealt with I know all them people on a first name basis. I've known them longer than any of these people that's selling rods today
Mhm.
has ever known them, you know, or ever will. Because I bought stuff ordered direct, and if I couldn't get it from a U.S. manufacturer, and they call me all the time, wanting, why don't you sell our rods? We'll build them for you because you don't make them like I want.
Right, right.
Well, it's not that there's something wrong with them. It's just not like I do them. And if you got to put your name on it, then, well, you know. How long we been live, Josh?
We've been live about an hour and a half at this point.
Really?
It doesn't seem like it.
No, I'm going to take you up there and set it up, or try to, where I put this tip top on. And that'll probably be the last thing I do for everybody today. And the next time, I'll have that boom out where I can get really, really close. And we'll do it a different way. Okay. Can you see that?
Yep.
The tip?
Yep.
Okay. I have tips right here that I've got laid out for this occasion because each rod blank, people don't understand, Josh, each rod blank is an individual just like a person.
Mm-hmm.
And these rod blanks are supposed to take a size 10 tip top.
Right.
And I use a 10 size hole. See, this one's loose.
Okay.
And I had 2 or 3 of them the other day that required a size 11 tube, and that's what this is, but that's too big for this blank. So I have 10s right here, which is what they're supposed to take, but sometimes they don't.
Right.
And
now I took
I see
once.
how-
I had bought tips from Academy Sports or Bass Pro. You know what? Some box store. And
right,
they were replacement tips,
sure.
and they were not wanting to go on the blank diameter was too big for the tip top.
Yep.
Not by a bunch, but just by a little bit. And I took a little bit of super fine emery cloth and just worked that,
Yep.
just making sure they've held up because I think I ended up epoxying them on instead of using the hot glue. But
Yeah, well, I don't use hot glue because sometimes in the summertime, the sun shining on that chrome will heat them up enough that they'll come undone.
Eric Massey
But-
said he's never had one fit perfectly.
Well, here's how I do these. This one won't go up past there, so that's what 3/16 of an inch.
Mm-hmm. Now to fit.
It's almost there. And what's holding it is not anything other than just the paint.
Oh, okay.
That's all it is.
It's a little
The
thicker
paint
than
is-
what? Yeah.
The paint's too thick, and I'm going to have to do exactly what you did. I'm going to mark this or how far I need to go. And it doesn't matter if I'm off a little bit because I'm going to put a thread wrap on there anyhow, but I'm going to get rid of the paint off this fat part of this rod.
Oh, there we go.
I get a lot of questions about people wanting to do their own rods and stuff a lot. And it's a fun thing to do. It just very, like I say, it's very time consuming. It's not hard, nothing hard about it. And you do not have to have all the equipment I got to build you a rod.
Right.
The first rods I built, I started building. I took a shoebox and I put a V in each end, and I run the thread. I run the thread through books and stack books on top of books to make tension for when I was wrapping them. And I built first several rods I ever built like that. And my brother has one that I built him in 1983. Is a fly rod. I had a good friend of mine take it out and try it, make sure it worked, and it's been in Mark's gun cabinet ever since. Okay, so there's that, and this will fit now. And
Dee had a question. She said, when you're finished there, could you show us one of the rods top to bottom that's done?
I can.
Cool.
I can. Let me glue. I don't even have to glue that on. But this part here, I was going to, that's where I took the paint off a little too far, but that'll be covered up with threads. Nobody even know that's there because I'm going to go back a half inch and start my wrap and go in. So that'll all be covered up and just remove a little extra paint. But the paint on these are really good. They really are. I'll go get one. Hang on. Let me move this because I'm going to close out here in a minute. I'll turn the camera up this way. I don't know what you see over there. I'm probably not deep freezing.
Yep, see deep freeze and
now this one actually has finish on it. There's what the tip looks like. I hope I'm getting in line here, John.
that's showing up real good now.
There's your first guide, your second guide, and your third guide, and your fourth guide, and the fifth, and sixth, and seventh, and eighth. Can you really get some detail?
That's showing up really well.
Okay, and this is where the decal goes. Now, here's the issue. On these, I may have to take this off, and instead of putting if I can get the clear stuff to go for the decal, I'll make the decals and put them right over top of the blue. They'll have to be black to show up at all. And if I'm not happy with that, then I'll cut all this off tonight, and I'll make blue background on decal paper that is white, and put the decals that goes on it in there, so it'll be significantly different. And then here is the color of
that's cool.
cord wrap and the real seat, cord wrap, butt cap. As far as I go, I'm against the garage door. And there's 6 of these, and I think they'll like them.
I got a question for you. You've got 8 guides on that.
Yes.
And I'm seeing rods now come out with 11, 12, 13 guides. They'll have one every couple inches.
Let me explain it to you.
Yeah, I was going to say, why are they doing that?
That's complete dumbassery. Somebody somewhere down the road has told them for a rod to be any good, they must have a whole bunch of. If your rod requires more than 1 guide per foot plus 1, which is your tip top.
Your tip.
If it needs more than that, you have a junk ass rod. You need to get them somewhere else.
Good to know.
7-foot rod should have 7 to 8 guides on it, plus the tip top, depending on the blank. Some of them are faster, actually quick. What are you chewing on, you dumb broad? Holy crap, dog. An 8-foot rod should have 8 to 9 on it, usually 9, but like I say, it depends on the action. Channel cat rods for me that are 7.5 foot long will have 8 to 9 guides. But these ones like this that these people are going to fish for flatheads and blue cats with mainly,
Right.
if you put that on it, you're overweighting the rod. You're compensating for something that's not there. These are high quality blanks. They don't need it. You'll never see the line touch the blank on them. And that's what the people are trying to do. The blanks are so cheaply made that you're trying to compensate. They can't keep the line off the guides. That's a no-no when you're building a rod. If that line ever touches a blank, the guides are in the wrong spot.
Right.
So
That's good to
just a
know.
little factoid. I'm glad you asked that question. What's that?
I said I never knew what was, the reasoning behind that.
Well,
I tell you
it's
what,
just something that somebody decided one day that we got to have a ton of guides on them, and you're just adding weight to a rod that doesn't need it.
Dee said those are beautiful, and Cindy says they look even better in person. Hello, Miss
They
Cindy.
do look better in
Doing
person. Cindy comes out and sees them once in a while, and I've got another one that I'm going to show you that I wondered out when I built it, but it turned out really well. Let me go get it. Hang on. There's the guide on it. Can you see that?
That looks really good. Yeah, that looks really good.
It's white inlays on green, and then, of course, that's where the decal goes. And black will show up really well
Oh, man, if
on
you
the screen.
put a dollar sign on in those, it'd be a mark rod. That
Mark
green
business.
with that white inlay, put a big dollar sign in there, gold dollar
Yeah,
sign.
man. And it's got black cord wrap and grip. And but I wondered about this. I thought it would be too much. But, I've told people this before, Josh. If I built stuff that I liked or I thought was correct, just by my personal stuff, nobody'd ever buy them. Everybody wants something different. They want them to be this or that. Now I do have guys every once in a while, guys that'll call me up and say, "Hey, I want 10 guys on this. I can't do it."
Mhm.
Why not? I said, because you're overweighting the rod. It's not made to have that many guides on it.
Right.
And I just won't do it. And again, I just tell them, you know what? I know a lot of good rod builders, and I can recommend you somebody. And
Mark
usually,
said he said, "You are not going to believe what Sheila had me doing, trying on clothes." Said he told her he'd already gotten dressed today.
That's my buddy Mark, all right.
So I told him we want to know if he was trying on hers or his.
Oh, wow. Monday nights and Wednesday nights and Thursday nights, we all try to be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But when we're doing these on Saturday nights or Saturday afternoon,
yeah,
or
if we've got a jig tying show or something like that, it kind of tends to.
It will get off track a little bit.
We're not quite as professional, maybe.
No, we're more like we are all the time.
We're more like we're just hanging out, and
yeah, because that's what we're doing.
But it seems like everybody that hangs out with us and watches, we're all pretty close. We know how each one of us is.
We do, yeah. And
Jody wants to know if Mark got the matching heels. So
get him, Jody. Every once in a while, even on these remote deals like this, I see Chad coming with the reel.
Oh yeah. He
knows. But sometimes we need it. You know what I mean? But I'd like to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, share this to see other people can see it, because we're going to do some more of it. As long as people want to watch this kind of content, we're going to put some of it out. If you don't like it, just say so, because I don't have to do it. I can do it without all this extra BS.
Well, it seemed like everybody was having a good time today. So
Well, that's what we want. We want everybody to have a good time, and we're going to be tying jigs, and we'll be making rods and going fishing and all this stuff, and we may have James Dockery in here with us sometime. We may have Josh in here. We might have Mark back in here. Never know. Chad might sneak in sometime. It just depends. Hell, you never know. D might get in here.
Yep.
Maybe we get some come in. But yeah, it's that's what having a good time on a non-scheduled event is what it's all about. In
Oh,
my
yeah,
opinion.
that's a good thing. You know, let's see here.
HS Outdoors. Hello.
Hey, Heath. What's going on, buddy?
Oh my God. Oh,
Oh no, don't make me laugh. My chest will hurt.
I know you probably don't know it, HS, but I know Dieter for many, many years. Him and I have done some projects together over the years, and we was at the Catfish Conference one year, and him and Luke Hinges come in, and Doc Lang was doing a show with me them days, and we had been there all day. We was beat. We hadn't had a chance to go look at anything, and it was time to go eat. And I told Luke, I said, "You and Dieter sit down here." I said, "I need to go look at something." And Doc got up, and we took off, and we walked around and seen what was at the Catfish Conference, and we come back, and them two had control, man. They had that show set in stone. They knew what they was doing, and they was making it happen.
Oh man.
It was a lot of fun.
I'm doing some photoshopping right now. It's going to be interesting.
That's cool. Well, Freddie, I'm glad we entertained you. Get them boards done. People want to buy stuff.
Whoop.
It's the buying time, man, and it's a catfish catching time of the year too. If you guys haven't been watching some of these videos out, these guys are knocking out some giant fish and great number of fish too.
Oh yeah, they
Check
are.
check out some of your people that's making these videos and go watch them, because you will not be disappointed.
And you know, Heath joined us. Heath put out a good video yesterday. Little short video. You know, he does, you know, a lot of us do fishing stuff, and a lot of us do it fairly exclusively, I guess you could say. And
Right.
he is looking at putting in or starting in doing some coyote hunting.
I seen that. It was awesome.
And
I think you sent me a link to that. That was really, really good.
I said, that's going to be interesting to watch.
Yeah. Dee says Chad and Bill caught 2 fish so far. Good deal. There was somebody else that put out a video that I watched that pertained to fishing. I think we had him on Catfish Weekly here a while back. But I'm trying to remember what the content was about. Oh, I know, rod rack build.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember his name. Wow, that's. But he had a really good video making rod racks, and I thought it was awesome. Of course, Eric Massey, he's on making jigs every once in a while, and it's really cool to see Eric. He does great work, and he'll answer questions while he's doing it and visit with people, and he's just a super nice guy. I enjoy watching him and his son work together out. You know, it's a lost thing. My kids never was interested in rod building and stuff. Now they kind of want to, but we're so far apart it makes it difficult. But I got a grandson who's really interested, so we'll see how that works out. Whisker Pig Fishing had a good video this week, Mark. You're correct. And I like him. His name's Mark too. He's a good dude. Well, I think that's going to do it for me, Josh.
Are you going to put you to the end?
I think I'm done. I know you're busy, but I thank you for helping me out.
Hey, anytime. It's fun to come up here for a bit.
Yeah, I'm going to put the guides on this one, and that's it. I'll be ready to decal them all up and get them out.
I'm going to send you a picture here in a second.
Okay.
And
I'll go into
the. Got to send this one to Pontoon Jody too. So
Okay, I'll go into my.
I know she
depth
will
so I can
appreciate
walk
it just as much. So
Yes, ma'am, Dee. You're very welcome. I hope you enjoyed watching. We'll do this again. All right, Josh, I'm gonna knock her out. Thank you so much.
hey, anytime, buddy. It was fun to watch. So
All right, man. Talk to you soon.
Mark, I know you're gonna love it too. So
Thanks for watching, everybody.
all right, see y'all later.